Welcome to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. You've heard all the stories of the rich and famous. But what about everybody else? Some of the greatest and funniest stories come from everyday people. Here, we share their stories and just maybe make them famous. Let's get started. Here is your host, Jason McCormick.
Ho, 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 ho. Welcome to This Can Make Us Famous podcast. We're feeling very festive today. I got this little white ball hanging in my eye. That didn't sound very good, but nonetheless, it's hanging in my eye. But I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. The last time you heard from us, we were getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. So hopefully you had a good time and you didn't have all your family over, because we're supposed to be social distancing, even though I know most people did. And I know there was those Karens out there that were ratting out everybody. So I'm sure that was a great day for them. They had 911 on speed dial. I could just see them like, hello, my neighbor's got about 20 people over there. I know they do. The FBI is like busting their doors up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so
what's the guy's version of Karen? What's his name?
Bob?
Darren or Bob?
I don't know.
I like Bob.
Bob?
Yeah, I feel like Bob is just as generic as Karen
Bob.
is.
Yeah, Bob is the name. I
It's
think
like,
Bob or Dan.
No.
Nah, not Dan.
Because
Oh,
I'm
'cause
not,
you're- Let me introduce. Let's go ahead and introduce you first before we get into this, guys.
His name is not Bob.
We have a new guest that you've never seen before.
Hello.
But I've known him for a little while, not very long, a couple months or so.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Daniel. You want to give him your last name, or you want to keep that?
Daniel Antonio Ferreira Corredor Alarcón Tobito Rubiano Chinome Pacheco. But you can just call me Daniel.
I don't even. How am I gonna put that in the title of the?
You can just put Daniel Ferreira. That's fine. That's totally fine.
I don't know if I could fit that in a title.
Say
Yeah, okay.
that
I'll do
again
that.
a little slower.
All right.
Oh, those are Daniel Antonio.
Dude, that's an amazing name. So, yeah, Daniel, I've known him for a couple months or so. I met him through a previous guest we had on, John Lopez. I don't know if you guys, what episode was that? It was one of the episodes.
It's in the 20s because this is like 37.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah, I met him through John Lopez, and I met John Lopez through my buddy Justin Ocean, who has been on the show numerous times. So
Actually,
it's funny how it all works.
Kind of back in July.
That we met. Oh, yeah, we did the show. Yeah, I remember that. And of course, guys, the voice you're hearing over there is my fellow sidekick, an elf on a shelf or on a table, Mr. Charlie Bartha. Welcome to the show.
I didn't fit on the shelf.
You didn't fit on the shelf, but you are still doing the keto diet, and you've lost, what, over 40 pounds now?
54.
54 pounds.
That's impressive. Congratulations.
Cheers to Charlie.
Cheers.
54 pounds. It's amazing.
Since August 1st.
By the way, in this cup is something that Daniel prepared for us. What is this thing that we're drinking again?
Oh, it's an affogato made from cardamom coffee that I prepared through my pour over, and it's served with vanilla bean ice cream.
So
Ooh.
basically, they are drinking a coffee float.
Yep, yeah, like a coffee float
Mm.
with a bougie Italian name.
Holy cow. Now, mine cooled down because, I was preparing the show when he made it. However, this is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to whip this up myself. So any specific coffee that
you can use any kind of coffee, any kind of preparation is fine. But when you make a pour over coffee, it just certain flavors come out. And what I do is I take a couple cardamom pods. This one I use specifically for, and I just crush them and then just put it in with my coffee grinds.
Man. Oh, so you grind your coffee.
Yeah, I grind my own coffee.
You grind your beans. Charlie, do you grind your beans?
Right out of the Folgers can. I mean, the red can.
So you pull your beans out of the can and you grind them up.
Oh my gosh.
That's
There's
what
this weird image of like baked beans. It's like you're just
It's
grinding those. Like, no.
You got the Bush's
Hey, you got
baked
some
beans.
mush. Oh no. Oh goodness.
So,
And then, like, just putting like the hot water on that is just
That would be disgusting.
With weenies.
With weenie, the little,
not the weenies.
not the weenies.
Not the weenies.
By the way, amazing scarf. I like it.
Thank you. I got it from Israel, actually.
Really? Oh yeah. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's get into Daniel's world right now.
My world. Okay.
You mentioned Israel, and I
Yeah.
know you told me about your travels. You've done quite a bit of traveling throughout your life.
Yeah.
And you're pretty young actually to be doing all that, and that's awesome. So you're taking it all in, seeing the world. So you said you've been to Israel.
Yeah.
That's where you got the scarf. So tell me about what it was like being in Israel.
Yeah, it's wow. Okay. So, I got this scarf last year, when I went to Israel for a month because, when I lived in Israel, I lived there for a year.
Yeah.
And so, after that, there was like this 4-year span where I haven't been there. And, I really missed my friends over there. So then, after I finished ministry school, I was like, you know what? I feel like it's time that I go back there, cause like I really want to see everyone again. And
Right.
Israel's like one of my favorite countries. Like I love the culture. It's actually a country and a culture where I feel normal in, growing up, I never really felt like I fit in here, in the States, much, but when I went to Israel, I just felt normal there. I felt like, I don't know, it's like their culture is, I don't know, like a culture where like, I feel like we just think similarly. So, so I went there again for a month and it was just incredible being there again, seeing all of my old friends and whatnot and just seeing everyone grow up. When I lived there for a year, I lived with a family that has 5 kids, and our neighbors have 8 children. One of the 8 was a newborn baby, so it was just children everywhere, and so it's just crazy going there. And it's like they're all older, like the baby can talk and walk now. He's not a baby.
Right.
He's like, what, like 5 now or something like that. I'm like, you can talk. You just spoke to me. Like I remember when I saw you last time, I had to carry you and take care of you, and
well,
hold you right.
Kids do grow up,
and now you're speaking to me.
They grow up so quick, yeah. So let me ask you, like, do people in Israel have mustaches as epic as yours?
I don't know. Like this is the first time I ever have a mustache, and I just did it out of experimentation, just curiosity. Like, what do I look like with a mustache? Like I haven't tried that before.
A mustache.
And,
a mustache.
A mustachio.
And in Israel, I don't know, most of them have like beards, like full-grown beards. Actually, a lot of the Orthodox, the Charedim, they'll have like little, like tiny little beard combs in their like jacket pockets. Like they'll wear these suits. I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with the stereotypical like Ashkenazi outfit of the Charedim, and like with like the whole coats and everything, like the hat, the fedora, and they'll have like like the white button-down shirt, and they'll have like a little shirt pocket and they'll put a little beard comb in there, and I'll be like talking about Israel, and I'll say, dude, pull
like
a little tiny
comb.
Cute little tiny comb like this big, and just
it's
like brush their beard, and then just put it back in there, and I'll be like,
Jason,
wow,
you need one of those for ears.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my little. I'm all done.
Your eyebrows. I guess it'll work really good for your eyebrows. Like I know I could use one for mine.
Dude, I don't know. I wish I had the genetics for a beard. I've tried it. I use this stuff called minoxidil to put on and it's supposed to make your hair grow on your face. However, what it did,
when you dropped it on your chest.
I dropped it right. It dripped on my chest right here, and so I got a little island of hair that grows there.
Are you for real?
I'm not joking.
You're not joking.
I mean, it's not a whole lot of hair, but it's like it never grew there before, and then now like right here,
so
I got like an island.
But didn't work on your face?
It worked a little bit on my face, but you had to continuously use it a lot. And I noticed when I was using it that it was affecting me. Like I was having like heart palpitations and stuff. It was weird.
Goodness.
It was weird. I don't know. It was probably just me, but I noticed that. And
the real name for that is Rogaine.
Rogaine. It's Rogaine.
Wow.
Minoxidil. But anyway, so they have big beards in Israel. Do they? Well, I guess
full beards. Like the Charedim will have big beards, but like normal, like non-religious Jew, like secular Israelis, or like other like normal, well, not normal, but like other people, like they'll have like normal, like kind of like short beards. Like,
well, what about the curls?
Like, okay, so Charedim have the curls. I've heard multiple reasons why they have them. One of the main reasons is that this interpretation of I think it's in Jeremiah or Isaiah, but one of those biblical books where the Lord commands his people to like not round the corners of their heads. So because of that, they kind of go to this extreme where it's like, okay, to make sure that we don't shave anything, that we're just gonna let it grow, so we know that we didn't shave that part, so they just grow it out or whatever.
Why do they curl it though?
I think it's just a stylistic choice of theirs.
They like it?
Yeah, I think so.
Could you rock one of those hairstyles, Charlie?
I think I could.
I can see you with that.
Yeah.
You like little curls, and you get a little curling iron.
I haven't had sideburns forever, so I don't know.
Like, I've heard that, I don't know, I heard one like Messianic rabbi say that they will cut them once they get married, but I think they grow them back after that. But like,
really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they have like man buns with it,
Oh
they
my
just
gosh.
do little.
Actually, some people dread theirs.
I've
seen
it?
Some people dread their side curls. I forgot what they call the side curls, but
I've seen a guy do that. Funny story. When I was at the One Thing conference at IHOP, the International House of Prayer, years ago, I was sitting with a very, very well-known evangelist and his family, and this guy approached, and he was like clearly Jewish, but he had the weirdest hair I've ever seen. It was like he had like the cornrows or whatever, and then the whole little Jewish thing.
Cornrows?
Yeah. With the things on the side coming down. It was the weirdest. Yeah.
Wait, was he like a white Jew, or was he like...
I don't even know. All I know is the person I was sitting with, the evangelist guy, he was approached by him, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm such a huge fan." And then they were just like, "Yeah, I'm busy right now." They were kind of rude to them, but the guy was kind of invading their bubble.
They're called payos.
Oh, payos. Okay, yeah.
Payos, like the...
Yeah.
Well,
that's what the hairstyle? Depending
on the dialect, because the Ashkenazim, the Jews from Northern Europe, they actually pronounce the tav as a S. So, because I've heard of it as peyot, which is plural. You know, the ot is a plural ending for a word in Hebrew. So, peyot,
Wow. There's a lot to talk about in Israel, and like
there is.
I mean, you could go on for days. I mean, just the culture, like the food. Yeah. I bet the food's really good.
Oh my gosh!
I had Khaled, yeah, that's his name, Khaled, on the show, and he made some shawarma, or his mom did.
Wait, his mom she can make shawarma?
She has a cooking channel on YouTube, man. I didn't even know that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's like, dude, my wife or my mom has a YouTube channel, and she does authentic, Middle Eastern food. She cooks.
Wow,
they're not keto.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not keto, but I tried it. It was great, and he was sharing his story about the Middle East and growing up in Iraq. And by the way, we work with Khaled. Like all of us work together. Yeah. So does John Lopez, and so I get to see him every day, and we get to deal with all the problems at work. Let's just say,
yeah.
He
especially my life.
Oh yeah, congratulations! By the way, he is promoted to being a pack leader, which means he's the leader of his pack.
The leader of the pack,
and he runs. He runs a machine that puts the labels on the tubes for the COVID-19 test kits. And he runs that machine, which I used to do, and now I'm a suite lead. And so this particular machine on this line called Line 7.
It's so stupid.
It constantly breaks. I mean, so you got this... I could probably... I'm not sure if I can, but maybe I'll find out if I can post a picture and show you what this machine looks like. But the machine, the way it's set up, it has the label roll. You put it on there, and you wind the label around, and it has to go, through this route, and then you have it on this little pin thing. You wrap it around, and so it rotates, and then whenever it prints a label, the excess label, that's left over after the sticker comes off, it gets rolled up, and then it grows and grows, and then eventually you have to take that off and throw it away. And so there's this problem with, I don't know, they said it was the bearings. They found out it was the bearings.
Heard, yeah.
So it kept snapping on him over and over.
The freaking paper will keep breaking and tearing, and it was the most annoying thing in the earth because it would like, you'll remove the paper, you know, the excess paper that he just talked about, and then like you'll change it, and then it'll snap. Then you have to do it again. Then it'll snap
and you
again.
gotta call maintenance, and they. All right. Anyways, so yeah, the video cut out there. I'm using my cell phone, guys, and the SD card. I guess I just found out today why it keeps cutting out on me, and it's because the SD card is not able to handle this much footage. So.
Got it.
Yep. So it cuts out. But you were saying a story about a serial killer.
Oh yeah, a comic that I've been reading.
Chasing an Instagram model.
Yes, through her Instagram
and she was posting everything on the internet, which is, I don't know, crazy.
Dumb. I just got chased by this serial killer. No, two serial killers. There's two people after her, and like she's like, she gets injured. Her boyfriend gets injured, and her best friend gets killed, and she decides to just put a picture of her train tickets. And like, are you kidding me?
You're crazy.
Like, what the heck? No, and then the dude who was chasing her is a scary, really scary looking guy. Like, if I were to show you a picture, you would have nightmares.
Yeah, that's there's definitely some crazy people in the world.
You think?
Nah, I know. Yeah. I'm looking at one of them.
Where?
I think he's talking about the succulents over there. Or that, or the cute little like white shark.
Yeah, you saw that it was a shark. That's good because some people think it's a whale.
Oh, I was gonna think dolphin, but I saw the fin and the tail.
Oh, Charlie, didn't we have a challenge on that? Oh no, it was like where can you find the thing you hid in the background?
That's when I'm over there, and I haven't done that lately.
So yeah, I feel the same way. Like I think that
it's a battery, it lights up.
I could be into like a serious conversation, and Charlie will like go into like a
shark, baby shark.
Well, let's give Charlie his time. Do you know any magic tricks, Charlie?
Magic tricks.
You entertain us, please.
Watch me pull something out of my drawer.
What's in Charlie's drawers?
I mean, that should be a segment on the show.
What's in Charlie's drawers?
Are those plantain chips? No, it's popcorn.
You're gonna hit that.
Oh my goodness, that was a close one.
That's a good shot right there.
Almost like
you guys.
Wow.
I can't wait to edit that part. That was amazing. So, holy cow, Charlie!
Christmas edition. It's got that little ornament on there. That's nice.
Charlie, that was
limited holiday flavor.
We got limited holiday flavor, smart food. So does this make you smarter?
I don't know.
I sure hope so. I'm trying to learn my fifth language.
Snickerdoodle flavor.
Snickerdoodle? Let me get a...
Snickerdoodle.
Oh, yeah.
Is this going to turn to like an ASMR type thing?
Yeah, Snickerdoodles. And, so it's got cinnamon probably. Well, Snickerdoodles is cinnamon, right? And
like sugar, right?
Cinnamon and something else. Doesn't it have like paprika or...
cinnamon.
Paprika? I never heard of paprika with cinnamon.
There you go. You want to try some? Oh.
Oh, wow. That crunch sounds nice.
Here, throw one here.
You want to crunch it? Right here, Charlie. Ready? Oh! Missed it.
I was expecting it to go.
I feel like it tastes like holiday scented lotion.
It tastes like Bath and Body Works.
It does. That's
all in one.
That's where my brain went. My brain went to Bath and Body Works the moment I took that bite.
That's pretty good. Charlie officially just broke his keto diet on that one piece of popcorn.
Oh no, you're right.
I wonder how many carbs is on. Well, no, yeah.
Well, now he has to go back into ketosis.
Oh, thanks for picking up off the ground.
There's only 500 grams in that little piece of popcorn.
Oh, 500 grams?
I don't know.
Of carbs?
I didn't read the bag.
Hey, Googie, or hey, Google, how many carbs are in a piece of popcorn? We're going to find out from the master.
There are 21 grams of total carbohydrate in 1 ounce.
In
1 ounce. 1 ounce.
21 grams.
That's
1
a
ounce.
lot.
Yeah, I'm allowed 30.
You're allowed 30 grams?
Net.
So you almost blew all your carbs on one piece of popcorn.
Wait, but that has sugar on it. Sugar is like.
That's
Yeah.
even more carbs. Yeah,
Well, look at the bag.
That's
It tells you.
Yeah, how much?
That's a
sugar?
year's worth of carbs right there, buddy.
Because the point of ketosis is that like you're not using sugar as an energy source, right?
Where's it? Oh, total carbs, 17 grams
Is that like per serving or
per
like,
serving, which is 150 calories, and per package. Okay.
Wait, how much is a serving? Like what? Like a tablespoon? A quarter cup?
Oh, 2.5 cups.
Oh,
Serving.
2.5 cups is one serving?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a big serving.
That's smart. Not your normal popcorn. That's smart.
It's smart, intelligent popcorn. Makes you. Speaking of
Like smart
popcorn,
water.
I'm really
Drink
missing going to the movie theaters.
Mm.
This stupid pandemic. I don't know how the theaters have even survived.
Well, they're open.
You know, I really hoped, I really wished that there would be like drive-in movie theaters because that just looks like a really
We
cool
have
thing
one
to
here.
do.
This was the perfect
exists
time
here?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, it is a perfect time to reintroduce
to
that, 'cause,
bring them
like,
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and it just
We
didn't
want to
get
bring
brought
back drive-in movie theaters.
Yes.
We want to bring
It's
back
between-
drive-in movie theaters.
Yes.
It's between Independence and Liberty.
Independence and Liberty.
Yeah, B&B Theaters owns it. They had a
We should do
Christian
it.
I should
concert
go
there
there.
not too long ago.
Really?
We should go.
We
I want to
should
go
go.
see The Shining.
The problem with it is that they're not making any movies because
What
of
do you mean?
social distancing.
Well, you
Oh.
can still.
Can't have a love
there's a
scene
lot.
and social distance.
Oh, you know, I'm excited for the new.
Because every movie has a love scene, you know.
Every movie has a love scene. But I'm excited for the new Wonder Woman movie, though. I love Wonder Woman. She's like my favorite superhero.
True story. When we were down in Branson, and the dancers did their little thing, and they were, they did like a 50 skit to 50 different songs, and they would change costumes for every skit. I mean, the skit was only like a couple seconds to a minute long,
Yeah.
tops. And when they did love scenes, they'd come out there and they held up this plastic thing and went,
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was funny.
That is crazy. Well, speaking of nudity, do you want to share your story?
Oh, good.
I got to get this story
Oh,
in.
goodness.
You guys,
And it's going to be on a podcast. Oh, wait, and this is going on YouTube too, right?
it's
Yes.
going out there and on
Oh,
every
goodness.
podcasting platform.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Now my story's going to get out
This
there.
is why
All right.
this is called. This could make
Us famous.
us famous.
This
I
could make
don't
us
want
famous.
to be famous because I burnt my house naked.
Okay, guys, I've been waiting for this story to be told to the whole wide world. And ladies and gentlemen,
Oh man, you told it so great. The
I
other
hope
day.
to God this camera doesn't cut out because this is a story you want to hear. Daniel, go ahead and tell the world.
Actually, I think you should scoot over so you can stand up and.
Oh,
and-
yeah, because like
Do
the
the whole
story's
thing.
best told when I'm walking around and reenacting everything.
Yeah.
But I guess I could just use my hands.
Yeah, you
right
can use
here.
your hands.
Yeah. So,
Jason, just move out of the way for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
and let him tell the story.
Yeah.
okay,
Just keep your clothes on this one.
I'll try to.
He
It's,
just has a scarf and everything else is gone.
but okay,
All right,
so
take it away.
what happened was last year, the year of 2019, during the summer I was working as a painter, in Eureka, California. That's where I lived, in Humboldt. So, we're the planet of the Ewoks and everything, like good stuff. And I was really tired. I came back from work. I think like I got off of work at around like 5, 30 minutes drive, made it back home like 5:30. So I'm just tired. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. And I'm like, I just want to shower. I just really want to shower. But I was also really hungry, so I just wanted to eat my egg rolls because like the previous day I made my own egg rolls from scratch, because like I love cooking and everything. So I made my own like authentic egg rolls and stuff. And so I'm like, I just want to eat my egg rolls and just shower, But I can't do both at the same time. So what I did was I heated the oil and let the oil heat up while I'm, taking off my clothes and everything, getting ready for a shower and, getting the clothes I'm going to wear after the shower, of course. And then I went to turn off the heat, so that way when I do like a shower or whatever, the oil will be hot. It'll still be hot, and that way I don't have to wait as long, for it to heat up.
Good strategy.
Well, it turned, how like the high is here and like the off is like right here,
Just slightly to the
like
yeah.
slightly there. Well, when I turned the dial to off, it was actually put on high. And so the oil was in the pot and it was left on high while I was in the shower.
How long were you in the shower?
Not that long. It was like 4 minutes in, 3 minutes in. And I was like, just like enjoying. I was like, oh yeah, like.
Did you have soap in your hair?
And then just like, yeah.
Too?
And then I was just like,
I do not lather myself up like that.
Oh, I do. When
you get all in there, just like, it's like a commercial, like the
soap
Dove
commercial.
shampoo. Like,
Like
and like have the water like
drop
just
take me away.
Yep, that was me right there.
Wow.
So, and then I'm like, why do I smell cooking oil in the shower? Like, I shouldn't be smelling that. And I was like, I need to take a look at that, So, turn off the water, get out of the shower, put a towel on, and then I go out. So I walk out of the shower, and then I see like a warm, like this orange glow, and I was like, oh crap! And then I run to the living room, and I see this flame, like freaking this wide and this tall, and I was like, oh crap! There's a fire! And it's like a fire's like burning up, like like the ventilator. Yeah, it's like on there and everything, like reaching the cabin. So I'm freaking out at this point. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm running in circles because the thing is like I can't throw water at it. It's a grease fire, and I ran out of baking soda. I ran out of baking soda, like I think like.
So you were going to use that to
I was going to use baking soda, but I didn't have any, and I had like this much flour. I'm like, this is not going to do anything to that. And every time I share this story, people are like, you could just like put a lid on it. The flame is this tall.
You don't want to put.
Wide. You think I'm gonna try to cover that? Like, what do the flames go at me? I don't know. Flames at me.
You have to start at the top and come down.
Oh yeah, while it's coming out, like
exactly. I could burn myself. I don't want to end up like Darth Vader. Like I don't want to end up like that.
So you're doing all this while you are
in a towel. No, I'm not. I'm not naked at this point. No, I'm just in a towel still. So. What I was like thinking was I need to get the fire out of here, and I'll put it out when I'm outside. So I grab the pot and I run out of the apartment. I run away with it, and then the flames are like blowing in my face. So I drop it. Now my couch is on fire.
Yeah.
And now my carpet is on fire. So then I like grab the pot and my towel falls off. So now at this point I'm stark naked. I'm butt naked. I'm 100% naked now.
I don't want to picture this, but
so I'm naked. I'm with this flaming pot of fire. I'm running down the hallway with this flaming pot,
butt naked.
And then the flames blow up my face again. I drop the pot again. Now the hallway carpet is scorched. I grab the pot one more time, throw it out the door of the building, and then I was about to run out of the building like that. And then I looked down. I was like, oh crap, I'm still naked. So then I run back into my apartment. My couch and my carpet is still on fire. So I grab this pillow and I'm like just naked. I'm just standing, like this, and I'm just like beating this fire naked, like just with this pillow. And then I see that like the flame on the carpet's like this little guy. It's like little, probably the size of my mug, but like upside down. It's like this little thing, and it's just like there, like on the carpet. I'm like beating that little tiny flame out with the pillow, and then because that flame was there longer than all the other flames, it like burned a hole down to like the floor, like like the foam under the carpet. Yeah, it burnt a hole down to there. So you just saw this like burnt like plastic mark down there, and there was smoke everywhere. So I put my towel back on, get my phone.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was an artist staying with me, and so I grabbed his painting. I felt like I was in a movie. So I call the firefighters and everything. I run back in there to save my friend's paintings. I don't want the smoke damage his paintings. I hold my breath. I'm running in there. I'm grabbing all his paintings, throwing them in my room because my room was like kind of its own separate thing. So I could
it's closed off.
Yeah. So I throw his paintings in there. I run out, and just as I was about to run out, I couldn't hold my breath anymore, so like I inhaled, and then I was like in my head, I don't know, felt like my head dramatized it more just because the stress of my apartment catching on fire. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die, inhale smoke, like oh my gosh, I just think I'm gonna die. And then while I'm like waiting for the firefighters, I'm like oh my gosh, I'm gonna get evicted. Like what's gonna happen? Like where am I gonna live? Where am I gonna stay? What's gonna happen to me? And then my roommate was in Madagascar at the time. He was with his family because his, family they're missionaries in Madagascar. So he was visiting them in Madagascar. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna tell my roommate? Like he's gonna come back here and we're not gonna have a house.
Right.
Where am I gonna stay? Like, And so then the firefighters come in, and then my landlord comes in, and he's like, And he thought it was a false alarm, you know, and he
Yeah.
heard that there's like an alarm or whatever.
Yeah.
He thought it was a false alarm. He sees me in a towel, and turns out my hair got singed because the flames blew my face, my hair.
Yeah.
Because like I was like this, and then I saw some black stuff on my hands. I'm like, what is this? And I look at my like car's window, and I see that my hair got singed right here. Like you could barely notice it, but it was like it was like all black and crusty, and I was like, are you kidding me? And so then he sees me, you know, like just a towel. And no, it was windy that day too.
So the towel's flapping around.
Yeah, no, and then
Something else is flapping around.
I was talking to the firefighters, and the towel just the wind.
Oh.
And then I had to like, you know, like Marilyn Monroe. I was like, like, you know, and then like I had to like retie that thing like 3 times. I was like, I can't believe like that firefighter probably saw my everything, you know?
Yeah, he did. He saw your everything.
Yeah, like,
And he
you know?
might have liked it. You don't know.
No, I hope not. No.
He's like, show me your everything again.
No. But then, and my landlord, he comes in, he's like, no way. And he thought the whole thing was funny. Like,
Wow.
he took everything all fine, and he goes up there, he's like, it's not that bad. Because it
It's
really
easy,
wasn't that
yeah.
bad. Yeah, he was like, no, it's not bad. We just, need to paint that, and just, like, hey, you can paint that, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, no, you can take care of that. And, and just that, like, I think I might have to replace his cabinet doors. I was like, I can sand that down. He's like, oh, perfect. And no, this is fine. And,
Wow.
and he also owns a flooring company. So he was like, I'll just, replace the carpet or whatever. And, I'm like, oh, great,
Well, you gave him something to talk about for the next several years of his life.
No, yeah, he
Good
thought
story.
the whole thing was funny.
That
He
is hilarious.
I was relieved because I thought I was going to get evicted.
The best thing about this is you did this while you were butt naked. And I just can't even this is like the worst case scenario, like everything going bad all at once
Yeah.
while you're naked. I mean, we don't like bad things happening in our lives, but definitely not while we're naked.
And then also that day, I was just like, I was tired. I just wanted to eat my egg rolls clean. Like, I didn't want my house to catch a fire,
Did you get to enjoy those egg rolls?
No. You think I'm going to want to cook after that? Heck no.
So the egg rolls what happened to them? They were
don't
burnt,
remember.
burnt to a crisp.
No, I
probably.
didn't. No, my egg rolls never touched the oil.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah,
so
it was just the oil. Yeah.
and to this day, those
I
egg
bet
rolls
you-
are still behind the stove.
No, but one
Lonely
of what was
little egg
worse about
rolls.
this whole situation? So
What?
my apartment building. So this is my apartment building, right?
All right, that's your
And
apartment building.
It's actually my apartment building was actually a carpeting warehouse.
Yeah.
So I love to tell people I lived in a warehouse because they did. But my
Yeah.
apartment was in the warehouse. So people, when I tell people I live in a warehouse, people just think I lived in a straight up warehouse,
Yeah.
like in a movie or something. Which I have another story about that. But so I lived in a warehouse, and there's an alley, and then there's a concrete stairs, and there's a chain link fence, and the other side of that fence there's this big parking lot that belongs to a gym, a real legit gym with a sauna, Olympic
Yeah.
pool, and everything. And it's a big parking lot, and there are a lot of cars there, and my door is right here. So I'm like, I bet you somebody in the
saw
parking
all
lot
that.
saw a naked Latino dude running out of a
Dude, you
smoking
could be viral
door.
somewhere and you don't even know
Probably,
it.
yeah, that's what
You
I've
could
been
be
thinking.
on YouTube.
I'm wondering. I'm like, will I one day find a
Charlie,
video
go
of
to
myself?
Google and type in naked Mexican guy with the mustache burning egg rolls in an apartment.
They didn't have a
grease
mustache
fire,
back then, though.
putting out the fire butt naked. Look that up on Google. See what you get.
Naked, humble man.
Humble naked man.
Well, no, Florida, because I'm a Florida man.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my
gosh,
God.
that explains
Florida
everything.
man
Florida
naked
man
in his
throws
apartment.
flaming pot out of building
Egg
naked.
rolls on fire.
Oh, there's so much. See, the thing is, if anything crazy happens like that, and I end up on the news, I want to be introduced as the Florida man. No matter where I'm at, and just because I think it would just add humor to it. Because what if I'm in China and I end up on the news Florida man, wrestles gator in China, and people be like, they're invading China.
You may have
now.
heard of Karen.
That's a great story.
You may have heard of Bob, but you haven't heard of the Florida man.
But what I want to know, were the egg rolls keto friendly?
No, they're made with dough, made of flour and
You
stuff.
should be the one that invents that, Charlie. Hey, is our camera still going?
Yes.
Oh, thank
Good.
God.
Yeah.
We got the story. That's all I care about.
Kind of looked kind of funny, but yeah, it's still going.
So the story about the warehouse part. So my mom is from Colombia, right? She was
You're
born and raised
Colombia.
there. Yeah, I'm half Colombian, half Paraguayan. But I was born and raised in the U.S. So my mother, she was visiting me, and this was 2017. So her first time visiting me in California. It was my second year living there. And so she was like, like I picked her up from I think the Sacramento airport, like took her to Eureka and everything. And after a long day, finally make it to my place. And so I told you guys I live in a warehouse. So we go into like my gated parking, because we had our own like business parking or whatever, because it's like a company's like parking lot. So we go in there, we park. And there's these offices here. And my mom is thinking, oh, is that where you live? I'm like, no, that's not my apartment. And I was like, we have to go this way. And I'm pointing towards the really sketchy looking warehouse. And it's at nighttime. So you just see this flickering light. And it's always foggy in Eureka, So there's like fog and it's dark. And you just see this flickering light. And then there's like, because it rains out, you get moss on the concrete. So you like, just imagine this, there's like kind of beige, like, like dim yellow, like building. It's all metal. And, like you have like, just concrete or whatever, and just moss, and you see this dripping, and there's just ominous fog everywhere,
Right.
And so we're walking towards his mom. Was like, "You live there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just follow me." And then so we're going there, and then there's like this little narrow alley. So we go into there, and she's like, "You live here?" And I'm like, "Yep." And then so we make a left up to the concrete stairs, and there's moss on the stairs and everything, and there's the railing, and then like the railing on the top, it's like bent out, so it's like it broke, and then there's like, I guess one of the previous tenants had like Christmas lights wrapped on there, and they were like all old and broken and ghetto looking, like really ratchet, and so I was like making these faces like, oh, my son lives here, my son. And then we go up into the hallway, and then the hallway is like really like just ratchet looking. It's like old moist carpet, and it's like dim light bulb, and she's like, yeah, you live here? I'm like, don't worry, just wait a second. So then I open my apartment door, and it's like everything is
everywhere.
Nice. Oh, shut up. No, it's like a nice new carpet. It's all warm and clean.
Carpet.
Oh, shut up. It's a different story. But
All right, go ahead.
so then it's like all nice. Like I have Christmas lights and everything, like lighting up my like apartment or whatever. I have like a nice like floor cushion and everything. And it just looked nice. Everything looked nice. Everything was new because my previous tenant, he was like this drug dealer or whatever. Yeah. And he just trashed the whole place. So then when I moved in, the landlord redid everything. So everything was new and nice, shiny, And I was like, oh, wow, this is a nice apartment. And then she says, huh, you live like an American. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what does that mean? Because normally, if my mom says something's American, normally it's not the best context. Like, it's normally not the best connotation, But I was like, what? And then after, she like put her stuff down, unpacked everything, and then got her stuff all, settled together, she was like, She's sitting on the couch, and it was a really nice, soft couch, you would sink into. She's like, I like that you live like an American. So in my head, I'm like, okay, she said I like. So this is not negative connotation. But I don't know what she means. So I was like, Mom, what do you mean I live like American? And then she said, well, you live in a warehouse. All Americans live in warehouses. I was like, wait, what? Like, where have you? You've lived in this country for like more than 20 years. Who do you know that lives in a warehouse?
Yeah.
Like,
nobody.
This is the first time, like, me living in a warehouse this is the first time I ever heard of someone living in a warehouse. And then she was like, well, in movies, Americans always live in a warehouse. I'm like, what movies are you watching? And then she was like, I don't know, like when I grew up, like growing up, like all the movies from America always had people living in warehouses. And I'm like, to this day, I don't know what movies she's referring to.
She's probably talking about TV shows, and like a lot of like old like brick buildings and stuff were turned into apartments complexes. Yeah. That's probably what she's talking about, but they weren't like warehouses.
They had the pull down gate, the elevator thing you go up in.
Maybe, because like she was born in the 70s. So she was born in 71. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess like movies from like the 80s, I guess. Like my brain was thinking of Stranger Things, even though it didn't come out in the 80s, but it was set in the 80s.
Love that show.
But in season 2, there was those people living in a warehouse. Mm-hmm. And that's all I could like connect to. But I'm like, yeah, but that didn't come out while my mom was growing up. So I still don't know what she's referring to.
So speaking of 80s and shows, I just kind of want to segue really quick.
Okay.
That reminded me, I'm watching right now it's Netflix now, but it's called Cobra Kai. Have you ever heard of it?
I love that show, actually.
Okay.
I think it's great.
What do you think it's good? I love it too. Yeah. And Charlie, if it wasn't for him telling me about it, I would have never even watched it. I thought, I saw the ads for it, and I thought, man, that's just so cheesy, man.
That's
like,
what I thought too.
The Karate Kid, and they're coming back and they're making a TV show. This is going to be stupid. And so I didn't watch it for a long time.
That's exactly what
I think it's been out since last year. Didn't watch it at all. And then Charlie was like, man, you were telling me about how good it was. And so I gave it a shot, and me and my wife started watching it. And dude, I got hooked on it.
Yeah, same. Like I
The
was
writers, I don't know who the writers were, but I need to find out. They are brilliant writers, dude.
They sure are.
How they took that story, took the Karate Kid and brought it back, and it actually, I really appreciated the way, like Johnny, before, I saw him as the bad guy.
Yeah.
But when they brought him in, you saw him at his lowest point of his life, and you saw his perspective and what he went through, what led him down this path. And then you've seen a whole nother side of Daniel LaRusso, and he's this rich, wealthy guy now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to, give any spoilers away. Yeah. But all I can say is the way they connected things and the way they created the show, the writers did an outstanding job. It was brilliant how they did this, and I didn't think it was possible, and they pulled it off, and I'm super excited. I'm ready for season 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I really want season 3 to come out because how season 2 ended, I'm like, what's gonna happen now? Like I feel like this is like the worst possible scenario ever. Like I was in shock.
That's what I hate about TV shows these days. They know how to get people hooked. They leave what like this cliffhanger, like you're just like, oh, the suspense builds up, and then they end the show, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta watch some more.
Yeah, no,
it's impossible to just watch the show
But like, I feel like anything, like any kind of storytelling, like form, like does that. Like I read manga, like I love manga. And sometimes I'll watch animes, but mangas have better storyline. And it's like, you'll read a manga chapter, and it's like, it ends in this like really suspenseful cliffhanger. It's like, and then like, it's like, I have to wait a week for the next chapter. Right. Or the worst thing, when you read a manga that comes out once a month, and then they are like, oh, we're not having a chapter come out next month. And it's like, I have to wait 2 months.
What the heck is a manga? Charlie, do you know what a manga is?
Wait, you don't know what a manga is?
Charlie, am I just a dummy, or what's a manga?
It's a Japanese comic.
Oh, I don't know nothing about comics.
So it's a comic, it's Japanese, but what I liked about it and what got me into it, back when I was in high school and stuff, was that the drawing, the art style, because like I love art, I love drawing, it's one of my hobbies. I'm studying to be a graphic designer and all, so I love the art. The art is what captivated me. I love that. I love the detail. I love how it's like, it all looks like you could tell that someone drew it, like the sketches, the details, and you can see the like writer's individualism in each like manga, because it's like each author has their own like expressions that only they make, no other like artist does. And it's like, I love that each like story, it's like everyone, like every character has their own thing.
Yeah, their personalities in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like comic books or like anime kind of stuff?
No. But I have an answer to one of your questions.
What? What do you got for us?
Back to Cobra Kai. It was created by Josh Heald, John Hurwitz, Hayden Skolesberg, and Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, that's
and William Zepka.
These names,
dude. Well, every one of those guys, you did a freaking fantastic job. We applaud you. Thank you. Good job for being you. You're freaking amazing writers. Like, I mean, even more than the acting itself, because there were some corny parts in that show. They did some things, and I'm like,
parts were on purpose, though. I feel like it was corny on purpose
to make it more
humor.
authentic, and to make it authentic, like 80s-ish, like to kind of keep some of that genuine, authentic, because that's kind of what they would do back in the 80s, 90s. Yeah. So I thought the same thing. That's good. So I'm definitely excited about that. And what I was gonna say earlier is like, I feel like with shows these days, like they make them so addicting. Like you can't just watch just one episode. Like you got to watch the whole freaking season.
Yeah, because you want to know what happens next.
And then when it's over, after you watch it in 1 day,
you
2
feel
days,
empty inside.
You're like, what am I going to do with my life now?
Yeah, because the story is ended. It's gone.
It's crazy.
Like that's how I feel when I finish a manga. Like Demon Slayer, really popular right now. But most people know it by the anime, or I don't know. People I know, like who know about it, they refer to the anime. Well, I decided to read the manga. The manga just ended, and when I read it, I was like at the final arc, and so like for this like bit, so I got caught up to it, and then I was waiting weekly for the chapters to come out, and I was like I think it's gonna end soon. And then it ended, and I'm like, the story just ended. I'm like, now what? Like,
what do I do?
Like, what do I do? Like, the story's gone. And the thing is, for me, it ended, but for everyone else, it didn't, because the anime's still ongoing, you know? So the anime, like, is, you know, like, they just did season 1. Like, they're coming out with a movie. Or I think they just came out with a movie.
It keeps going.
And it's like, I'm like, wait, but, like, you guys aren't where I'm at. But to me, it's already ended. So when people, like, I was like, oh, yeah, have you seen anime? They're like, yeah, I've read it, and now it's over. It's just...
It's all done.
gone. Like,
So, Charlie, I know we're about at the, like, way past our time, but is the camera still rolling?
Yes.
Oh, my God, that's a miracle.
it
I should have just not used the SD
it's because of the hat.
It's the hat.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's the fuzzy ball. on
Yep.
this. Hey, mine doesn't have a bell. It's not right, Charlie. Sorry. Anyways, you had something for us. Charlie usually has some goodies for us other than, you know, the little snacks and stuff in his drawers. He's also got, what do you got for us?
You want
some questions?
jokes or you want questions?
Questions.
Let's do some questions.
These are all based on movies.
Okay. I
Question number 1. The movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real-life department store. What is it?
Macy's?
Yep, it is Macy's. I remember that. Yep.
I've never seen that
That's
movie.
true, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. I've never seen the movie, and I got it right.
No, yeah, it's definitely Macy's.
In
I
Home
remember.
Alone,
Okay.
Ooh, this is a good one.
where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
Paris?
Yep. Dang, dude. Yeah, wait, you didn't say which one.
Yeah, the second one, the first one was Miami, or was the second one Miami?
The second one was Miami. The first
In
one was
Home
Paris.
Alone,
You got some more Home Alone?
Home Alone 2, if it was Home Alone 2, I'd say Home Alone 2.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, in the first one, it was Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
In the Christmas classic movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch was described with 3 words. What are they?
I actually don't know that one.
Grumpy,
I think I've heard your wife
green.
call you these before.
Gross?
Gross.
Crusty? I don't know. I feel Krusty's like the worst thing you could say to someone.
Stink, stank, and stunk.
Oh, stinks, stank, stunk.
It's
Is
just
that
the
in the
word
song?
stink in 3 different like verb tenses.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. In the movie A Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang?
Oh, an angel. got
Angel
its
got its wings.
Yes.
Dang.
I never saw the movie, but I saw a play
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
In the movie The Elf, can't stop. What was the first rule of the Code of the Elves?
I
Oh,
don't know.
rule number 1.
I've only seen the movie once.
Sing loud for everyone to hear.
Wear pointy shoes.
Have fun.
Treat every day like Christmas.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like people should take that advice.
Yeah, we should treat every day like Christmas.
What did Frosty the Snowman, Jason, you should get this one right. What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed upon his head?
Dance.
He had a shiny nose.
He danced.
I didn't say Rudolph, nor did I say reindeer.
Who'd you say again?
I said Frosty.
Oh, Frosty.
Well, he
Sorry.
did have a red nose. It was a button though. He had a red button nose. They say that in the song.
He threw snowballs.
He danced around.
Exactly.
He sang and danced around, right?
He began to dance around.
Exactly.
Yeah. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Just kidding. Frosty. Copyright.
I'm going to give
I
you...
can't sing that.
These are kind of questions, but jokes too, but stop. What do Santa's little helpers learn at school?
They learn.
Futhark runes. Because, they're from Norway and stuff.
Exactly.
That's the answer?
No.
Oh. I'm like, dude, you are a Christmas genius.
No, but the elves, they were actually based off of... So you know how they wear the outfit and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's actually based off of the Sami people. So they're a people group like up way, way, way north. Like they speak their own language and everything. That's actually a Uralic language related to Finnish. And because they're so far up north, people thought like, oh, like these people, like they live like over there where whoever Santa was based off of like lives it,
Yeah.
and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's why elves always dress up like that, because like those are like the northernmost people,
Right.
in Europe. Yeah.
So is that where Keebler cookies are made?
Probably Keebler cookies could be made in some Sami person's hut. They actually live in teepees and stuff like indigenous Americans.
Not in trees like the Keebler ones. Huh?
No, they live in teepees. If anyone has seen Frozen 2, the Northuldra people are actually also based on the Sami people.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The correct answer is the alphabet.
Oh, Futhark Ruins is an alphabet. I was so close.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to pull up this.
How much did Santa pay for his sleigh?
Nothing.
$300,000.
That is correct.
3% interest.
Jason got one correct.
Are you kidding me?
It is nothing. It was on the house.
Oh,
It was. Oh, because the sleigh goes on people's.
that's funny.
That's so stupid. I love it.
Did it?
What do you call a snowman with a six-pack?
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
Rock hard.
drunk?
I don't know.
a drunk
Wrong
snow.
six-pack, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
An abdominal snowman.
Abdominal. That's clever.
Abdominals. That's great.
What's every parent's favorite Christmas carol?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look.
Not like
What is it?
Silent Night.
Oh my gosh.
And last but not least, where does the snowman keep all of his money?
No idea.
In his snowbank.
There you
Oh,
go. In the snowbank.
What's a snowbank?
like, you don't know what a snowbank is?
I grew up in Florida. I lived in Israel. I lived
All right.
in Eureka.
Okay.
3 places that
All
don't
right,
have snow.
Charlie,
You
can you
think I'll know
explain?
what a snowbank is?
All right. When it snows a lot
Okay.
and they plow
Okay.
the streets, it creates a snowbank on the
Yeah.
side of the road.
Yeah, it's like the buildup of snow on the sides when they plow it.
Now, up in the Upper Peninsula, where my in-laws are from, the snowbanks
covers the whole house.
twice as tall as you are.
It can
They
cover your
literally-
home.
They literally just have a V shape, and it just goes, and
It's
they
incredible.
carve a path.
Wow.
It'll blow your mind.
I mean, the driver
Literally, I
sits. The
guess.
driver sits a gazillion miles. It seems like up in the air when you see this truck.
Yeah.
It's the funniest looking truck you ever seen.
Wow.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, what?
Before we wrap this up, I wanted to show everyone this hilarious video. So you like to cook a lot.
Yeah.
You told me you love to cook, throwing stuff together, but more like a hobby. Well, have you
And
ever
hot grease too?
in hot grease and egg rolls naked? He likes to cook naked. He has a YouTube channel. You
Oh
gotta check
my
it out.
gosh. No.
Daniel's nudity cooking.
No. I don't think even YouTube allows
Cooking
that.
while naked with starring Daniel.
Gosh,
Daniel.
no.
So, anyways, have you guys ever heard of this new thing? It's a big deal. People are doing it everywhere.
Okay.
It's called mouth cooking.
Ew, what?
Have you heard of
That
it,
sounds
Charlie? On my
disgusting.
Facebook.
No.
Ew. Okay.
It's on my Facebook.
The only thing I can think of is when you like melt an ice cube in your mouth and you're eating ice. That's all I can think of when I hear
No, this
mouth.
is called mouth cooking.
That sounds gross.
And maybe you could hold it up to where he can see it from here. But do you have it?
Mouth cooking.
It's on my page on Facebook. It's
Makes
the
me
first
think of those
video.
videos where people serve cereal in other people's mouth and eat it out of their mouths.
Yes, they. I mean, it is unbelievable, dude. I could not even wrap my mind around it, but it was in my news feed.
Ew.
So yeah, there was this lady in this video, and she's eating food and crunching it up and then spitting it out in the bowl.
How far back was it?
It's the very first video on my
Disgusting.
Facebook page.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna gag just hearing about that.
No.
Oh,
You don't see it in there? Look,
some lady just ew. She's spitting
on
in a
my
bowl?
Facebook page.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up if I watch.
Here, let me just share it.
There's something that said you updated your status and it says this content isn't available right now.
Maybe she got pulled out because it's just nasty. spitting your food in a bowl in front
Dang
of
it.
people in public. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna send this to you. I'm sending it to Charlie. Sorry, I didn't. I should have had this queued up and ready to go. I just sent it to you. Did you get it?
Ew, she actually spits her food.
Yeah. So she's crunching on this food, chomping down on it, getting it all broken up, and then she spits it into a bowl, and then that's how she's preparing the meal. Is it working?
That's so gross.
I sent it in your messenger.
Yeah, that came up attachment unavailable.
What? All right, let me just do it on mine.
But there is one here. It's a minute and 13 minutes.
Is it mouth cooking? Yeah, just play that one. Show me. Is it a lady?
Yeah, but I can't tell what she's doing. It doesn't say. Mute this. No. That's not it.
Oh, is that the same
Yeah,
one?
that's that one. No, it won't let me play it, so you're gonna have to play it.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Okay, but while you pull that up, so this actually reminds me of a drink that my ancestral people would do. So again, I'm from my mom's from Colombia, and so the Colombian natives, I forgot which tribe. I feel like a lot of tribes did this though. They made a drink called masato, which back then, because they didn't have blenders, it was made by taking yucca root, it's like also known as cassava, and they would chew this root and they would spit into a cup.
Yeah.
And they'll just have all these old ladies just chewing and spitting to this cup. I think some tribes still do it today.
Yucca.
Yucca it's a root. It's like a potato, but it's like fibrous and it's like long and it's white on the inside.
Is it white on the outside?
No, it's brown on the outside. It has like a leathery looking skin on the outside.
Is it kind of what we call jicama?
No, it's like this. It's long. It's like vertical. It's long. Jicama's like a bulb, looking thing. But okay, so
Look
they
like
chew
a tree
it.
branch, kind of.
Yeah, it's like as long as like this part of my arm,
Okay.
So they chew it, spit into a cup, and they let it just sit there, and it's just this like chewed up roux, and it's like saliva and everything in there, and then like it froths as it ferments, and you just let it sit there for a week, and then they drink it. And I had a friend, he was a missionary in Peru, and he would go to the Quechua people or whatever, and they made this drink too. I don't know what they call it, but it's basically the same thing. And like he said, because it's a carb, that's a sugar, and so it just eats at their teeth, and a lot of these old ladies don't have teeth, they're just gumming it, right? And then like he says that like they would give it to him to drink it, and he would have to drink it out of respect, And he said that it was nasty, but he said he could tolerate it if it's like fermented for like more than 10 days, because then it tastes more like an alcohol, So and at that point it's like it doesn't resemble like some chewed up like root, with saliva, but
That's why I don't plan on going overseas anytime soon, because I'm not eating food with head on it.
Or eyeballs that are still
eyeballs
inside
popping
the
out.
head.
Yeah.
While it's still alive.
Yeah.
Here's the video. Look at this, man. I'm going to start it from the beginning here. Check this stuff out. I don't know.
Oh, wait, what? It looks chopped. It doesn't look chewed.
Oh my god, dude. Look at that.
Oh, okay, this isn't as gross as I thought it was gonna be. Wait, she's eating a raw onion.
Oh, that's probably copyrighted, so. Holy cow, man.
Wow, wait.
That is disgusting.
I don't understand why there's
Onions.
Angry reaction faces. That
Is she eating onion like you did, Jason? Just took a bite out of it.
Oh, her eyes are all bloodshot.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, the carrots, dude.
See,
Celery.
it doesn't look as gross because it looks dry. It doesn't look like mush. It's saliva.
Would you eat that out of her mouth?
I would not eat that. It just
Charlie,
I
would
can
you?
at least watch this. Oh, she looks like a giraffe.
Oh.
Eating this parsley. I just don't understand why there's all these angry reaction faces. Like, why are they angry at this? Like, she's not
Because
hurting
they're
or offending
meatitarian. They're
vegetarians. Is that what you
yeah, they're pissed because she's destroying these plants.
Like, okay, why are they angry? Like, I'm angry because this lady's chewing her food in front of us.
Oh, and bread.
What?
You can't have that, Charlie. It's got carbs.
I can do that.
Wait,
bread.
why
No,
is she
not that
spitting-
bread.
Why is he chewing bread? Ew.
Oh,
she did.
man. Oh, lemon. Dude, she's going to town on that.
Actually, in the Middle East, I've seen a lot of people eat lemons like oranges.
Uh-oh.
She cracks an
Hey,
egg. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, it's slimy.
Oh, what is that,
Is
butter?
cheese? No, she warms butter in her mouth.
Oh, dude. Oh, she's. Oh, this is like. See, what's funny is like you invite people over.
Wait, they don't show the cooked food at the end?
That was it. It was a salad. So what you do, you invite people over, and they eat your meal, and then that's when you show them that video and you tell them this new thing about.
Did you have the corn casserole?
Yes, I did, Charlie.
Cindy chewed that off the cob herself.
Where did that corn come from, Charlie? That wasn't like processed corn, was it? If you know what I mean.
She chewed the cob herself. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Have you ever heard of corn picking? You go to the bathroom after you ate corn.
Oh, what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh. Oh, just can we not talk about that? Just
all right. We got to wrap this up anyway, guys. This is going to be one interesting podcast, especially for me to edit. I hope that edit works out seamlessly.
I hope
when
it does
the
too.
video cut out, but if it doesn't, who cares? Whatever. But thanks, Daniel, for being on the show, dude. That was awesome.
Thanks for having me over.
Thanks for sharing your naked story to the
Thanks for
whole
having me
wide
share it.
world.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I look forward to hearing the
That
comments on that.
penny just turned into.
Oh yeah,
Bills.
dude, we're gonna get some money now from. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, that's our first penny we got, by the way.
Oh wow, that's a nice penny.
It's a yeah.
Yeah, he got that after he made 7 pennies, probably.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of there's this movie. I remember it like came out when I was like 3 or something. I forgot what it was. I think it might have been Animaniacs or something.
Oh, I love
But,
that's a show.
There's this movie about it where there's like someone got a fake penny, I think.
Yeah.
And they were using it to buy everything because it was fake. So like, cause it's fake, he could get it back,
Yeah.
and so he was just getting. It was like being made like this big deal was made out of it.
Yeah.
I think he like got it because he made a wish on a star or something. There was a shooting star, or I don't remember, something like that. But that's
Yeah.
all I can think of is like the fake penny that he wished for.
Well, that's deep thought over that penny.
How would you like to be the landlord when she goes to empty out the coin laundry machines when you ran out of quarters?
Just found all pennies.
But you had slugs.
Slugs? Did you just say slugs?
Yeah, I did a newspaper route, and I had these slugs that were quarter shaped that I could put in the
Oh, Charlie hacked the system.
paper machine to open it up.
You naughty boy, Charlie. You're not getting anything for Christmas now, buddy. You've been naughty.
Can you imagine that? Opening it up and there's $1 worth of.
I can't
nothing?
imagine that. And I can imagine the look on their face, like, of just anger.
Oh my
And they're probably
gosh.
looking for you.
Still.
I think so.
Wait, how long?
I'd be looking for you. Like 30 years ago?
I was gonna
Probably.
say that 30 years ago.
30, 40 years ago.
Elizabeth is my oldest. She was born in 93.
Charlie, you're going to get coal in your stocking, buddy.
How much does that make her?
1993?
26.
Yeah.
Oh no, 27, because I'm
Yeah.
born in 96, so she'd be 27.
Anyways, we got to wrap this up because here we go again. This is how we end every one of our shows.
Yeah.
I end it and then we go right back into another story. I might as well have like a 3-hour podcast. I think we would probably see. I
feel
think
like that's really long.
if we did like a 3-hour podcast,
3-hour podcast name, this could make you famous.
it might be good because you have all that time of building up
With
conversation.
Two strange
When you first
guys
start,
wearing
it's kind of
hats.
slow start,
Yeah.
and then you get
And
really
I get a
into it,
star.
yeah.
I think what Charlie, I think like a lot of podcasts I've noticed, they had already been talking for a while,
Getting rough.
and then they
You're
start.
right. Then they start in the
Yeah.
middle of their conversation.
The
Yeah,
You know,
podcast
that's a great
started
idea.
ending.
Maybe I might do that. Maybe we'll start right now.
Oh my!
No.
You keep
goodness.
interrupting
No,
my
we're-
song.
Because it's very interruptible, Charlie. All right, guys, we're out of here. Daniel, thanks for being on This Can Make Us Famous podcast.
Thank
Charlie,
you.
thanks for being here as always. Dude, we had some good stories, and
Sure did.
we got to have you back again.
Yeah, I would love to share more. Yeah.
And hopefully you have some more stories that are similar to the one. Well, no, I don't want you to have to go through that
I
again.
have a lot of crazy stories. Like this one time I was in Africa and had to get a yellow fever shot, and my nurse was a bearded lady.
Well, we'll save that
So,
for
yeah,
you
well-
guys. We're gonna look forward to that story about when you were in Africa, the bearded lady that gave you a shot.
Maybe Jason can grow a beard out for that one.
Yeah,
I
I'll
have a
dress
lot-
up like.
Actually, I have a lot of bearded lady stories I would love to share in the future.
Do they have a mustache like yours?
No, actually, a lot of the bearded ladies they have mostly like chin hair. Not like mustache hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Chin hair,
Well, that's common.
ladies.
No, but it was like scraggly. Like it's all like scraggly. Like yeah. For the next story, next time.
Next time we'll talk about that. But guys, we absolutely love you. Thanks for being on the show. There's some popcorn.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to eat that because it fell on the ground. But
on the
thanks for
ground?
being a part of the channel and listening to. Oh, that's
Did it really fall?
disgusting.
Hey, it actually fell on the ground?
Hey,
Yeah, it did.
That's
It's
the
probably
first-
got
that's the
hairs
first
and
one.
Oh, well, hey, building my immunity.
you can spit it out if you want. All
I
right.
already swallowed it.
Oh my God.
He was gonna put it in your drink.
All right, let me end the show for God's sakes. All right, stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to be, maybe we should do festivity stuff, like be festive for the rest of the year.
We have to do the game.
Oh yeah, the game. Oh, stay tuned for the game next
I'm not
episode.
gonna tell you what game, but we're gonna do the game.
Next episode on This Can Make Us Famous podcast. We're out of here. Take it easy.
Thanks for listening to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. Want to help make someone famous? Have a story to share? Get in touch with us at facebook.com/This Could Make Us Famous. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss a single episode.